estoy sentado sobre esta piedra, yo me pregunto, ¿para qué sirven las guerras? Tengo un boquete en el pantalón. Vos estás tan fría como la nieve en mi alrededor. Vos estás tan blanca que ya no sé qué ser.
La otra noche te esperé bajo la lluvia 2 horas, 1000 horas, como un perro. Y cuando llegaste me miraste, me dijiste loco, estás mojado, ya no te quiero. Ja, ja, ja.
Y seguiré esperándote.
Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend the dinero. We party to the extremo, baby. Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend the dinero. We party to the extremo, 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 extremo.
Ritmo.
No son ni Reebok ni Sonai, nah. Sin estilista luzco fly, yes. La Rosalía me dice que luzco guay. No te lo niego porque yo sé lo que hay. Lo que se ve no se pregunta. Yo te espero y tengo claro que es mi culpa. Culpa. Como Canelo en el ring nadie me asusta. Vivo en mi oasis y la paz no me la tumba. Hakuna Matata como Timon y Pumba. Voy pa' leyenda así que dale zumba. Los dejo ciego con la vibra que me alumbra. Haters pa' la tumba, nosotros pa' la rumba. Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend the dinero.
Pa' que lo mueva, 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 pa' que lo mueva.
A ella le gusta moverlo, tiene un flow que parece modelo. La chapa le llega al suelo, estoy loco por darle al pelo. A ella le gusta moverlo, tiene un flow que parece modelo. La chapa le llega al suelo, estoy loco por darle al pelo.
Tú lo moves pa' que lo mueva, 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 pa' que lo mueva.
Yo no estoy en gente, yo lo que estoy en dinero. Me quité de la calle y de los panas traicioneros. Puesto pa' los cuartos, nunca pa' los terceros. Esto es demasiado cotorra de un tigre verdadero. Salgo pa' la calle, gástame medio millón. En una gorra, un polo y un pantalón. Di lo que tú quieras que yo no cojo presión. Esto es una movie, luce cámara acción. Puesto pa' los cuartos, puesto pa' los cuartos, puesto pa' los cuartos, nunca pa' los terceros. Puesto pa' los cuartos, puesto pa' los cuartos, puesto pa' los cuartos, nunca pa' los terceros.
Pa' que lo mueva, 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 pa' que lo mueva.
Dulce tormento, que tú vas afuera, ven pa' adentro, maldito alcohol. Dulce tormento, que tú vas afuera, ven pa' adentro, dale. Mami, yo te veo ahí con tus amigas y todas tan bien ricas y fuera de liga. Llama a los bomberos que esto es tan candela. Yo quiero ver si tú lo tienes a capela. So, vámonos de fiesta, vámonos de piquete. Mi mente está abierta, so trae tus juguetes. Los socios míos tan locos, tus amigas tan bien ricas. No te hagas la guajira, deja eso en la finca. Oye, vamos
dice papi.
Ay, papi.
Ay, ay, ay. Y me dice papi.
Ay, papi.
Antes tú me pichabas, ahora yo picheo. Antes tú no querías, ahora yo no quiero. Antes tú me pichabas, ahora yo picheo. Antes tú no querías, ahora yo no quiero. No, tranqui, yo perreo sola. Yo perreo sola. Yo perreo sola. Yo perreo sola.
Ok, ok, ay, ay, ay. Que ningún baboso se le pegue. La disco se prende cuando ella llegue. A los hombres los tienes de hobby. Una malcria como Nairobi. Y tú la ves bebiendo de la botella. Los nenes y las nenas quieren con ella. Tiene más de 20, me enseñó la cédula. Ey, del amor es una incrédula. Ella está soltera antes que se pusiera de moda. No creen amor, le estamos el foda. El DJ la pone y se la sabe toda. Se trepa en la mesa y que se joda. En el perreo no se quita. Fumi se pone bellaquita. Te llama si te necesita. Pero por ahora está solita. Ella perrea sola. Ella perrea sola. Ella perrea sola. Ella perrea sola. Sola, sola. Ella perrea sola. Ella perrea sola. Atrévete, salte del closet, destápate, quítate el esmalte, deja de taparte, que nadie va a retratarte. Levántate, ponte hyper, préndete, sácale chispa al starter. Préndete en fuego como un lighter, sacúdete el sudor como si fuera un wiper. Que tú eres callejera, street fighter. Cambia esa cara de seria, esa cara de intelectual, de enciclopedia. Que te voy a inyectar con la bacteria, pa' que te vuelta como machina de feria. Señorita intelectual, ya sé que tiene el área abdominal que va a explotar como fiesta patronal, que va a explotar como palestino. Yo sé que a ti te gusta el pop rock latino, pero es que el reggaetón se te mete por los intestinos, por debajo de la falda como un submarino, y te saca lo de indio taíno. Ya tú sabes, en taparrabo, mamá, en el nombre de Agüeyuaná, no hay más nada, para nada que yo te voy a mentir. Yo sé que yo también quiero consumir de tu perejil, y tú viniste amazónica como Brasil. Tú viniste a matarla como Kill Bill. Tú viniste a beber cerveza de barril. Tú sabes que conmigo tú tienes refill. Atrévete, salte del closet, destápate, quítate el esmalte, deja de taparte, que nadie va a retratarte. Levántate, ponte hyper, préndete, sácale chispa al starter. Préndete en fuego como un lighter, sacúdete el sudor como si fuera un wiper. Que tú eres callejera, street fighter. Hello.
El caballo no puede perder la flor que le dan, hombre. Caballo viejo. Cuando el amor llega así, de esta manera, uno no se da ni cuenta. El cauca rebeldece y el guamachito florece y la soga se revienta. Cuando el amor llega así, de esta manera, uno no se da ni cuenta. El cauca rebeldece y el guamachito florece y la soga se revienta. Caballo le dan sabana porque está viejo y cansado, pero no se dan de cuenta cuenta que un corazón amarrado, cuando le sueltan la rienda, es caballo desbocado. Y si una potra la sana, caballo viejo se encuentra, el pecho se le desgrana y no le hace caso a faceta, y no lo obedece a freno ni lo para un pasarrienda.
¡Caballo viejo parracha! A este caballo Ernesto hay que darle 2 aspirinas, hombre.
El amor llega así, de esta manera, uno no tiene la culpa. Quererse no tiene horarios, ni fecha en el calendario, cuando las ganas se juntan. Cuando el amor llega así, de esta manera, uno no tiene la culpa. Quererse no tiene horarios, ni fecha en el calendario, cuando las ganas se juntan. Caballo le dan sabana y tiene tiempo contado, y se va por la mañana con su pasito apurado, a verse con su potranca que lo tienen barrascao. El potro da tiempo al tiempo porque le sobra la edad. Caballo viejo no puede perder la flor que le dan, porque después de esta vida no hay otra oportunidad.
Welcome everyone to QCC's second annual virtual holiday soiree. Let's give it up for DJ La Femme Papi for starting us off with that really incredible set. Be sure to follow them on Instagram. A link will be posted in the chat. By the way, I'm Honey Mahogany, and I'm your host for this evening. I'm so happy to be here with all of you because QCC is like extended family to me. Ever since those days at the Brava Theater where we performed Topsy Turvy, my heart has been yours, QCC. So thank you so much for having me. With all that is happening in the world, we want to be together at this time, to be in virtual community and to commence another year at QCC of powerful transgender and non-conforming and gender expansive artists motivated by social and racial justice. QCC has been here for 25 years and we aren't going anywhere. We have an amazing show for you tonight. We're going to have performers by some incredible artists you may have seen before on the National Queer Arts Festival stage. They're going to be doing poetry and music and all sorts of fun stuff, and you do not want to miss any of it. So be sure to show them some love in the chat when they're on so they know how incredibly they're doing. You're also going to hear from our board and our ED about what's been happening with QCC and what's to come. We always want to be guided by our community, so we want to hear what you think we should be doing in 2022. You can comment in the chat and also via an online survey. We'll talk about that in a little bit. One of the things we're most excited for in 2022 is a brand new series we'll be starting called Live and Queer. We'll be showing you a sneak preview of our pilot episode later in the show, so make sure you stick around to find out what that's all about. Finally, we're going to have a live dance party with DJ NOSILENCE at the end of the night, so be sure to stick around, stick with us to the end so we can dance it all out. All right. Now, let's get this party started with Jacqueline Francis, QCC's board president. Jacqueline Francis is a writer, educator, curator, and occasional artist. Go see her video Run in the exhibition Black Magic at the SF Arts Commission Gallery. It's up right now. She's been a QCC board member since 2013, and she teaches at California College of the Arts in Yelamu, also known as San Francisco. Let's hear it one more time for Jackie.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Jackie Francis, and I'm the board president for QCC. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. I feel your love through the Zoom sphere. Please keep it flowing. Thank you to QCC's incredible team for their work on tonight's event and throughout the year. I also want to give shout outs to our fierce board members, Vietley, StormMiguel Florez, Titi Takamoto, Pam Peniston, Jeff Jones, and Juba Kalamka. I want to welcome Reverend Elena Rose Vera to the QCC Board of Directors starting in 2022. Elena Rose is a longtime organizer, educator, and performing artist. Tonight, I also want to honor two board members who are retiring this year, Jeff Jones and Pam Peniston. Both of these fierce activists were founding members of QCC, establishing it as one of San Francisco's community centers. Jeff brought his skills as a writer and an arts consultant to the enterprise of grant writing, development, and establishing QCC's financial stability. Pam, a dynamic set designer and Theater Rhinoceros artistic director, brought her skills and artistic vision to QCC's programming. For 25 years, QCC's National Queer Arts Festival has brought audiences to theaters and to art galleries to see and hear groundbreaking queer art and performances. Jeff and Pam's legacies are not only their track records of supporting brilliant artists, it is also their energy and their integrity that they leave for us to take up. Thank you, Pam and Jeff. I also honor founding board member, activist, musician, composer, and community member, Blackberri. Blackberri was also there in QCC's early days, part of our organization's leadership. Throughout his life, Blackberri was in the streets, fighting for Black and brown queer people, inspiring us with his voice, music, and spirit. In 2002, he received a Lifetime Achievement AIDS Hero Award at San Francisco Candlelight Vigil. This week, on Monday, December 13, Blackberri made his transition. We will miss his physical body, but his presence will always be with us. Walk good in the next stage of your journey, Blackberri. We love you.
Sing it with me, oh people, don't give up. I know that things are tough, I know going can get rough sometimes, but oh people, don't give up, cause victory will be yours one day. One more time, oh people, don't give up. I know that things are tough, I know going can get rough sometimes, but oh people, don't give up. Cause victory will be yours one day. Say it now, victory will be yours. Victory will be yours. Victory will be yours one day. Sing it now, victory will be yours. Victory will be yours. Victory will be yours one day.
Let us take a few more moments to honor the incredible life and legacy of Blackberri's singer. Without Blackberri, QCC wouldn't be the same. And this is why we come together, even if we have to do it virtually, to be in community with one another, to honor all who have made and make QCC what it is today. Hi, my name is Natalia Vigil, she, her, hers, and I'm the Executive Director of the Queer Cultural Center. I want to extend a warm thank you to our host, Honey Mahogany, and tonight's incredible artists. And I also want to thank Gwen Park, Sara Guerra, Pasita Rudder, Krista Smith, Laura Smoot, and the board members for making tonight possible. This year, it's been a pleasure and an honor to work with artists who've shown such courage and creativity in the face of all the challenges that life has brought them. This year, I've connected with our QCC community with one-on-one sessions, group listening sessions, and meetings. And one thing comes through time and time again. QCC is a beloved organization that runs deep in the hearts of individuals and community. And it's an organization that people are deeply committed to. And in turn, we're committed to you. This year, we put our values into action with our commitment to financial and artistic support, increased accessibility, high quality production, and community health and safety. This year, we deepened what it means to be a virtual center by providing completely virtual programming, including our National Queer Arts Festival. Our Creating Queer Community cohort included 20 artists who created original works or shows that premiered in this year's festival. We also provided art services in the form of fiscal sponsorship and grant proposal and report writing to 10 organizations and individuals in support of their incredible work and impact on our LGBTQ+ community. QCC is in a really exciting time. We're moving toward our 25th year. We know that artists are always on the forefront of activism and response, which means that we know that you'll need the space to heal and to express for years to come. And we'll continue to meet the challenge of providing you with increased financial and technical support. Nothing's more important to us. That's why we really want to hear from you tonight. Even though we're not together, please be active in the chat, reach out to us in real life. Tell us what you think of the program. We want to hear affirmations and visions for new themes and expanding QCC programs for us to consider. Sada is going to drop a link in the chat where you can do that just now. I really look forward to getting to know you and your hopes and dreams. Goodbye for now.
Natalia, thank you so much. You're so right. We absolutely need to be in community right now. And I'm so thankful for QCC for continuing to create that space. And next up, we have our first performance for the evening by the incomparable Mason J. Mason J is a Black and Indigenous SF-born artist, historiographer, media strategist, and community organizer with varied interests ranging from Klaus Nomi and Phyllis Hyman to keeping up with the Kardashians and inventing Uno rules. Their focused passions include land use, youth empowerment, LGBTQ senior services, disability justice, intersex rights, gender and sexuality, basically everything. It's incredible. In addition to previously working with the SFPL James C. Hormel Center and Transgender Cultural District, Mason currently acts as a program manager and co-conspirator of Radar Productions' Show Us Your Spines, BIPOC, Queer, and Archives residency. They are the author of Crossbones on My Life and co-editor of Still Here SF. Let's hear it for the incredible Mason J.
Hi there, everyone. My name's Mason J, and I am honored to be here with you this evening. To say QCC is the backbone of my artistic career would be an understatement were it not for my participation in Still Here, the National Queer Arts Festival, and various other programming they have offered throughout the years. This book would not be here, I would not be here, and so I just wanted to extend my gratitude for all the belief in my work that QCC has extended throughout the years. And it's about 10 years now, so I guess we're maybe common law married. I've got 3 poems for you. They're pretty short. They're all new though, so be gentle with them. Actually, that's a fib. One's old, one's in the book, but 2 are new. This is untitled. You are never lost. Just a frame from pure connection. Remember the way, film strips of quantum conscious acceptance, over and under exposure, skies that shine and radiate, infinite space, lights and universal connective elements, the collagen of the universe. Perpetual Mobius strips of energy, no Botox, no shortcuts, Super 8, vinyl grooves of the etheric. Frequency matching and pitch control, energetic faders, body, a record player and speaker, soul, the record to spin, reincarnated, skip or replay. This is the Akashic discography of the world and beyond, stretching time and configurations, intentional space-time containers with 0 expectations. We escape mental bondage with safe words of somatics. Guides and guardians, I ask it be slow, clear, and concise. This next one, because it's new, is also untitled. A lot of these are things and downloads I've been getting throughout the pandemic, and so I've been writing a lot, so that's where they're coming from. Nothing is a mission you're unprepared for, and all is well. Turtles, snakes, fish, lizards, and birds, simple but flashy, our clothing helps us maintain celestial contact. Intelligent cooperation is needed from rural areas, for their soft, bony bodies are not used to city atmospheres. There are documents, dates, actions taken, or adjustments made to assure continued wisdom. The frog. All rivers eventually lead to oceans, though, so we gather back together, closer than ever, for the sea is actually the sky. And 5 great winds of the body are here. 4 in the 4th yuga, which has begun. 50 years of it are possible. 3, the mind, body, source, spirit. 2, here and there. 1, we are one. Freedom, joy, wonder, pure innovation, trust, devotion, connection, and play. Galactic anti-center, the opposite to the center of the Milky Way. Training and discipline. Speaking through social media holes in the walls. Absurdity, experiences of the experiment. I am orange, blue, red, purple, and white. Playing flying and walking games, singing tin can transmissions just to speak. This next one's a little sappy because I'm feeling romantic. You know, Venus is about to go in retrograde. So for all of you astro queers, you know what that means. So this one is actually an older poem, but it's one that feels very relevant to me right now. And so I'll leave you with this. It's called Mornings in Bed. Heart blossoms blooming like subcutaneous carnations, soft but pulled taut, beneath honey skin, above unbroken bones, each blow pollinating as we twist on sun-soaked sheets, springing forward because we can't fall back. Thank you.
Thank you, Mason. Thank you, Mason J, for those beautiful words. And I am always amazed by everything you bring to us. So thank you again. All right, well, we're going to keep this party going. I'm going to introduce our next performer, Maya Chinchilla. Maya Chinchilla is an author of the Cha-Cha Files, a Chapina Poetica, which is a Guatemalan writer. She's a Guatemalan writer, educator, and media maker. She teaches as a lecturer at UC Davis and other colleges in Chicana Latinx studies, creative writing, and LGBTQ studies. She is the editor of forthcoming Centro Mariconadas, an anthology of queer and trans Central American writing. Drawing on a tradition of truth-telling and poking fun at the wounds we carry, Maya writes and performs poetry exploring themes of historical memory, family, tenderness, sexuality, and alternative futures. Currently, she is co-host of the Trek Table, a weekly sci-fi podcast holding Star Trek space for women of color and their allies. Yes. So let's hear it for Maya Chinchilla.
Hello, hello, kitty cats, ghouls and gals, bats and boos. I really, I'm not really sure how to talk to people anymore. So I did bring a couple friends with me. This is Daniel. He's helping me with the setup for today. We also have Skeletor looking like a boss, sitting in front of my little little fancy tree here. And of course, Lego Selena. She's going to be right here, right next to me, encouraging me. We've been kind of conducting like our mini writing workshops together. So I'm going to read something new with her encouragement and all the gals here. And as well as if you hear any growls or grunts, that's my co-pilot Chorizo. Maybe he'll make an appearance later. He loves the writing. So thank you so much, QCC, for, giving space to writers and artists. And, and every time I do something with you, I'm like, let me do something a little bit different. So here we go. I call this monologue as survival technique. I've been all up in my head for the last 2 years. So, here's some of the voices that have been coming through. You've reached Shimmy Shimmy, the burlesque curandera. Ay, mama, I know. Girl, me too. No, girl, boo. No, I wish I chose a more lucrative career, but we have to pivot in these times. It's in our DNA. Yes, girl, to help people. That's what I meant. And just lucky to have been touched, I personally, with 2 gifts that complement each other so nicely. I mean, glitter and sequins and flesh not only distract people from the dreary daily lives and struggles, but it makes everything brighter. And imagine a brighter day, especially when a sequin or a sweaty limb catches the light in a dark room and can actually reveal more than it disguises. But I've been doing my own inner work, spending time with my plantitas, researching on the internets, and little known fact, we are a shiny people. We have curative properties that go way back to ancient times. I mean, look, think about the quetzal, iridescent feathers, polished shells, or gold dust. They're all antecedents of glitter. We need to recover our own embodied knowledges and harness the power of our unique energy. And oh, ay, mamita, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to trigger you. I'm sorry I left that harness out, but it's part of my practice. Sometimes we speak of harnessing, and other times we just have to enact it, Mama Lola's writing call center. Yeah, we write emails, text messages, status updates, good old-fashioned letters for the emotionally illiterate and the communication lazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. How can I help you today? Wait, whoa. Slow down. Let's start with the basics. Oh, okay. Just answer me this. If you could be an animal, real or imaginary, what would it be? Yeah, that says a lot about you. Oh, honey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the cost of this call. I do this for the needy, not the greedy. It's pay what you can, but that's also why we ask for your last month's pay stub, a copy of your EBT card or unemployment insurance claim. Yeah, no, I know. Times are tough. I'm here to help. But we need to find ways to stay connected, and sending just TikToks to that girl is not gonna... Yeah. Let's try using your words. But yeah, a girl's got to eat, so make sure the deposit goes through. Did you read my web space, Twitter, Instagram, Word, Tumblr, Press, Blogspot, Twist Space face? There are samples of my handwriting. Yeah, handwriting. The ancient art. Yeah. Well, don't worry, we'll take your biometrics and it'll look just like it came from you. Yeah. Well, there's client testimonials and 140 characters or less. Yes, you got it. That's right. That's me. Yeah. My claim to fame during the pager age. Yeah. Remember 01134? And then you turn it upside down and it would say, hello? Yeah, that was me. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know what a pager is? Oh, girl, it's just no, I am infamous. But I stay up to date, especially on account of my grandbabies. Yes. Yeah, I have a grandchild. I know. I'm like perfectly preserved. It's sunscreen and kumquats. But he comes over and he likes to watch my stories with me, and we twat the whole way through. He's got quite the following. Peter Cholo 68? Yeah, because once you hit 69, you turn around and eat it. I know. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. Back to you and your problem. So you say you're an accountant who is in love with an artist. Oh, child, you do need my help. I can hear the Excel spreadsheets in your desperation. No. You don't want to start a letter with, you're so pretty, but why are you like that? Obviously, there's a reason why you're attracted to her, because she brings joy and fabulosity to your life. I mean, look at you. You'd be caught forever in that rut if you didn't do a little something different. No. Obviously, she's attracted to boring and stable. I mean, yin yang, my friend. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It's coming to me. I'm feeling it. How about... Dear brilliant genius love muffin of my life. Oh, well, we can change it to whatever carb or... Oh, she likes savory and sweet. Okay. Dear brilliant genius, dreamy dulce lamb chop. I love the way you make a clear distinction between daydreaming and napping as part of your process. And when you forget to eat, when you're working on a project, I just want to make you a snack and make sure you're satisfied. Let me feed you and tell you you're on the verge of a breakthrough. And when you come up for air, I will spell check your grant applications and help you with your budget math so you can go on more meditation walks and curate your next event. Whew, yes, I know. We're on a roll, right? I'm feeling a little hot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at the time. It does go by fast. Oh, yeah. No, I know. We're good. It's going good. Yeah, you like it? Okay. Yeah, no, it's going to cost a little bit more, but let me tell you, it's going to be worth it. Yes, tell your friends. You get a discount. Oh, yeah. Spread it all over the place. All the medias, whatever. Yeah, I love spreadsheet loving, linear thinking, introvert, extrovert, blunt bad boys, butch IT bottoms. Yes. Send them all to me. I will send some memes and tip emojis for free. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah. I have to go. Time's up. But, schedule with my grandbaby, and we'll continue this next time. Thank you all. It's so good to see you. I love you, and I can't wait to be all together again. Thank you so much for having me here today. And let's see, does Chorizo want to say hello? Oh, no, he's like, no, bitch. He's got his little reindeer sweater. All right, bye everyone. Good night.
Let's hear it one more time for writer, educator, and media maker and author of the Cha-Cha Files, Chapina Poetica, Maya Chinchilla. Maya, girl, that was incredible. It was amazing. It was hilarious. I feel like you have a future in voice acting. If you haven't considered it yet, you might want to give it a try. I'm just saying, I could listen to you for hours. So thank you. Let's hear it one more time for Maya Chinchilla. All right, we have so much more in store for you guys. This show has been great so far, but we've got a lot more, and including our sneak preview of our brand new show and a live DJ set from DJ NOSILENCE. So be sure to stick around for those later tonight. But next up, we have a musical performance by Mandela Msanii and Vibe Musique. Let me tell you a little bit about Mandela. The intersection of music, healing, and entrepreneurship has always been a focus for Mandela Msanii. Born in San Francisco and raised in Oakland, Mandela is a multifaceted singer, songwriter, actor, model, activist, and mentor, using his life experiences to create a world of mentally stable and financially sustainable artists who work, heal, and create together. In 2015, Mandela founded the Annex Means Collective to give QT BIPOC youth the tools to be proactive and productive about their life, mental health, and artistry. In 2020, Mandela co-founded Black Canna Joy, a social justice lifestyle collective supporting the holistic rehabilitation of Black people through community-based projects, proactive care advocacy, cannabis education, and compassion. Among the list of Mandela's accomplishments as an artist are performances at the United Nations Annual Commission of the Status of Women Conference, Ohlone College, the National Queer Arts Festival, the Portland Art Museum, the Tenderloin Museum, and a role as Adrian in the Compton's Cafeteria Riots play. In 2019, the Annex Means Collective was nominated for the Best Open Mic and Best Underground Cultural Event 2019 by the East Bay Express. Mandela's most recent achievement in 2020 is completing the Zoo Labs Music Accelerator program. Let's hear it for Mandela Msanii and Vibe Musique.
this king is from the jungle, I would have to agree. See, I'm a caged lion, I was born not free. You took my mother, you shattered her innocence, all while blaming me. See, this is your definition of freedom. Jay-Z said, why are the new stage 2016? For every woman that was raped, for every man that was beaten, for every child that was taken, I stand for you. See, I'm a child of a queen. I was born cleansed, her cycle never stopped. I am past, I am present, and I'm all that will ever be. Know who you are, know yourself, know who you are. Be yourself, know who you are. Trust yourself, know who you are. Love yourself, know who you are. Know yourself, know who you are. Be yourself, know who you are. Trust yourself. I'm a young kid killing shit. Mr. Billy, paging Mr. Billy, paging Mr. Billy. That's Mr. Billy, y'all. Okay, Mr. Billy, don't give them too much now. At least let them buy you a drink first. Hey, Manny, where you at? I gotta get a drummer sound. Drummer girl, where you at?
Let's hear it from Mandela Msanii and Vibe Music. That was a beautiful performance. I was definitely grooving back here the entire time. And coming up next, we have one of my favorite people in the entire world. I'm really excited for this person who is a veteran of the NQAF stage, Baruch Porras Hernandez. Baruch Porras Hernandez is the creator of Tiny Baruch, an online comic and touring show that you should definitely follow on Instagram. The link will be in the chat. Tiny Baruch's visual solo show, All My Friends Are Depressed, sold out twice in San Francisco. His solo show, Love in the Time of Piñatas, got a clapping man from the SF Chronicle, and it was performed to sold out houses at Epic Party Theater in December of 2019, and was performed to virtual audiences with Portland Center Stage in 2020. He's also a stand-up comedian, a spoken word artist with two small poetry collections with Sibling Rivalry Press, who has performed all over the country. He has been an artist in residence at the Ground Floor, Berkeley Rep, Banff Center for the Arts in Canada, and is a Lambda Literary Fellow in playwriting and in poetry. And he was born in Toluca, Mexico, and currently lives in San Francisco. Without further ado, please welcome Baruch.
Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Chubby Mexican section with me, Baruch Porras Hernandez. And if that scares you, let me do it again. Baruch Porras Hernandez. Very easy to pronounce, very easy to say. That's right, I do have two little collections of poetry. One is titled Lovers of the Deep Fried Circle, and the other one is titled I Miss You Delicate, both with Sibling Rivalry Press. And if you have a sad gay in your life, buy them my books. They're really cheap. You can find them on my website and my links in my Twitter and my Instagram. You know, please support poor, chubby Mexican gay artists named Baruch. That's me. I also would love to invite all of you to our next On the Stummy comedy. Donde Está Mi Gente is going to be a part of SF Sketchfest in January in the year 2022. Sounds so futuristic and scary. We are part of SF Sketchfest as Donde Está Mi Comedy. So I'm going to be hosting and doing comedy with a bunch of Latinx, Latino, Latina, Latina, whichever you would prefer. Just please don't yell at me. January 15th at the Brava Cabaret, the late night show, because it's going to be muy caliente and full of bad words, because it's me. 10 p.m., Brava Cabaret, January 15th. Please come. All right, I'm going to do my set now. Here we go. Little bit of a trigger warning. If you're a chubby person like me who struggles during the holidays, this is about that. But don't worry, it's about how to fight back. It's titled, How to Survive the Holidays with a Family That Won't Stop Fat Shaming You. Here we go. Tip number 1. When you get to the house, say, oh boy, that sure was a brisk walk. I walked all the way here from San Francisco. Then grab your dad by the ears and scream as loud as you possibly can into his face, because I believe in taking care of myself. Excuse me. Tip number 2. When they ask what you've been up to, say, oh, you know, running marathons every day, twice a day, every hour, every minute, every single day. Slap the tray of holiday cookies your brother's holding to the ground, then scream, sweat more, bitch, less, at his face. Run into your old high school room, slam the door, and eat the Taco Bell you've snuck into the house in peace. Tip number 3. If you go out to dinner, when the server asks what you'll be having, pause for a sec. Look at your mother, then look at the server and say, I'll be having a single piece of cold chicken breast, please. And by having it, I mean staring at it while I silently weep. Are you happy now, mother? Are you? Tip number 4. When you hug your father, grab onto his love handles, look him in the eye and say, you're only doing this to hurt me, aren't you, Dad? Tip number 5, when your mother asks, when are you going to start eating better? Say, today, mother, today. Go to the fridge, take out that giant bowl of potato salad, and start to eat it in front of her. Keep eating it with the voracity of a demon feasting on a lost soul. Do not break eye contact, and when she tells you to stop eating it, say, pain is temporary. Quitting lasts forever, mother! Number 6, every time your father walks into the living room, look down at his gut, shake your head slowly and say, you know, my friend Jaime's dad goes to the gym. Jaime's dad takes care of his body because he loves his son. When your dad gets mad and leaves the living room, follow him. He can't get away. He's old. That's how Jaime's dad shows his love, by going to the gym. This way, Jaime doesn't have to stay up at night worrying that his dad will die of a heart attack. After your dad locks the door to his bedroom, through the door say, Dad, I can take you there myself. I'll talk to them for you if you're embarrassed. We can go now. They're open 24/7. That's why they're called 24-hour fitness, Dad. Tip number 7. Buy your mother a really nice Nordstrom's winter coat that is 2 sizes too small, and then act devastated when it does not fit her. Aggressively push her to try it on anyway in front of the entire family and the Christmas tree, even though it clearly, logically, because of science, it doesn't fit her at all. Gasp and say, oh, I thought you were smaller, as you force her to try it on in front of everyone yet again. Too much Costco cheesecake, Mom. Say it over and over and over again. Gasp some more. Oh, but it's such a nice coat. When her arms get stuck in the sleeves of the coat and her face is red with anger, pat her on the back like she is a failed Little League child who tried, then say, at least we tried. Pretend you're going to help her take it off, then surprise her by trying to get the coat over her shoulders again. Say, now, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just double checking. Then whisper angrily to herself, just double checking I didn't waste my money again. After she kicks you or forcibly gets the coat off of her body, hold the coat close to your heart. Pet the coat like a hurt cat as you stare at your mother with a judgmental look and say, well, don't blame me for trying. Good thing the new year is coming, mother. Keep petting the coat. Maybe this will be a nice incentive for you to pause and look at your belly. Make some important resolutions. Ever hear of those? Tip number 8. When you see that the pictures on the fridge of you are from 10 years ago when you were slimmer, and that there are no pictures of you on the fridge as you are now, fat, fabulous, gigantic, sex positive, covered in hair, go to the photo albums, find a picture of your parents in their 20s, walk up to them and hold the picture close to your face. cry a little, gulp the air, as if you cannot breathe. Look at the picture, then look at them, then look at the picture, then look at them, then shove the picture in their faces and go, what happened? What happened to my parents? Take a deep breath, cry some more, then say it again. What happened to my parents? Look at their stomachs, wince. Keep crying and look away in disbelief. Cry some more. Make it a really angry, sloppy cry. Make it a Mexican cry. Scream into the air. Let a Blair Witch booger slowly fall from your nose as you cry. Throw in some, why are you doing this to yourselves? When your parents become so upset or get agitated, act surprised. Like you've done nothing wrong. Like they're overreacting. Hold up your hand and shush them and be like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm the only one who cares about your bodies, Mom and Dad. Grab the eggnog from the fridge. Pound it until you're done, until it's gone. Throw it across the living room and fist bump the air. When they pull that fucked up crap where they tell you you're too fat and need to make better changes, but then serve a very fatty holiday meal and keep asking you, why aren't you eating? Why aren't you eating? It's Christmas. Why aren't you eating? Take the entire holiday meal, all of it, and throw it into the fucking trash. Take the food from their mouths, grab the potatoes, the gravy, the ham, the pies, the salad, tamales, whatever your culture holds dear during winter, all of it. Even the leftovers, and into the trash they go. Even if your mother is crying, make sure to stomp your foot into the garbage can so your brother can take it out. Then yell, the diet starts today. La dieta empieza hoy, cabrones. This is for your own good. I'm doing this because I love all of you. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. Grab your keys. Scream, going to the gym. Excuses don't burn calories. Before you slam the door, say, and God bless us, everyone. Slam the fucking door. Drive to wherever your friends are having a Friendsgiving. Or if you don't have friends, drive to a nice open restaurant. Order something delicious because you're an adult who can pay for food and eat it comfortably without assholes judging your every bite. Smile and enjoy your meal. The end.
Baruch, that was hilarious as per usual. And you definitely got me hungry and eating a burger right here. So I'm there with you. You can come over for Friendsgiving anytime. All right. Well, we still have a little bit more to show you. So hope you guys are getting ready. Up next, we have, well, actually, before our next act, a quick reminder that we want to hear from you. So please share your visions and hopes for the future with us in the chat and in the survey link in the comments. And be sure to stick around because we are definitely going to have a dance party at the end with DJ NOSILENCE. So please fill out those comments, make those comments in the chat, fill out the survey, and make sure to stick around to dance with us at the end. But next, we are super excited to share with you a sneak peek of QCC's brand new series, Live and Queer, which is coming out next year. We're going to show the pilot episode we produced, which features our two very special hosts, Juba Kalamka and StormMiguel Florez, in conversation with the legendary, the absolutely legendary, we love her so much, Pam Peniston. So let's play the video and find what this new show is all about.
Hey, Juba.
What's up?
WWPPD.
Huh?
WWPPD.
What does that mean?
What would Pam Peniston do?
Oh! Well, let's ask her today on Live and Queer. All right, all right. Welcome to our sneak preview of Live and Queer, Queer Cultural Center's brand new show. We'll introduce our special guest, the amazing and genius Pamela Peniston, in a moment, but let's talk a little bit about what this no show is, because you probably don't know yet.
Live and Queer is a new series produced by QCC. We get real with Bay Area LGBTQ plus artists about what they're doing, what inspires them, what they're trying to accomplish, and the ways that their art contributes to LGBTQ plus and beyond culture and movements.
But first, we'd like to introduce ourselves. I'm Juba Kalamka, and with me is StormMiguel Florez. We're both QCC board members and artists ourselves. I'm a musician and visual artist, and StormMiguel is a musician and filmmaker.
QCC wanted to give our friends and family a sneak peek of Live and Queer at tonight's holiday party. Juba and I are so excited to be the guest hosts for this pilot episode.
As you've probably guessed, tonight's show was pre-recorded and produced remotely because we're still going through a winter surge, but we're still calling it Live and Queer because remote and queer just didn't sound as cute.
What about pre-recorded and queer?
So let me introduce our guest for tonight, the legendary Pam Peniston. Most of you already know who she is, but we have a bio here for her for those of you who don't. Pamela Peniston is a founding board member and recently retired. Artistic Director of the Queer Cultural Center, or QCC. She provided leadership along with a brilliant staff for Queer Cultural Center's iconic programming at the National Queer Arts Festival, which commissioned generations of LGBTQI artists and artists of color and provided opportunities for them to discover their voices and connect with their communities. In a side trip into television in Chicago, Atlanta, she received gold medals from the Broadcast Design Association for her art direction at the Weather Channel. Her early avocation of photography has become her main art form. Prior to QCC, Pamela designed sets for national and Bay Area theatrical dance companies. She was nominated for an Obie for her design of Eden for the Negro Ensemble Company in New York and received Critics Circle Awards for her design of Poppies and Coconut for Theater Rhinoceros here in San Francisco. Pam Peniston, everybody!
Yeah!
Pam's in
there!
Pam!
Welcome, Pam!
Welcome. I am happy to be welcomed.
First, this because I've been itching to do this for such a long time. Because it's a running thing and talking about some of my history with Pam and how long we've known each other. I first met Pam, if you not believe it or not, when I was a little tiny nugget in Chicago, Black Chicago Theater on the west side of Chicago in North Lawndale in 1979 when I was 9 years old. Performing in a play called Mushy Mouth, and Pam was a set designer. For Mushy Mouth and Little Brown Baby, that came out with that was the next year. My mom was an actor in theater for a long time and I started working with the Queer Arts Festival in 2002 and met Pam again, and I was like, I know her from somewhere. And we started talking about Chicago, and we figured out that it was through Lamont Zeno Theater. And I went to my mom and said, "Oh yeah," she was like, "I know Pam. Yeah, back in the day, So that was an amazing and circle to be like. I had been in the Bay Area for about 3 years by that time, so it was cool just to get back again and reconnect and talk about the old days and the new days.
Yeah, a little bit of Chicago going on.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, that was some time. I really had a ball working with Lamont Zeno and eating more peach cobbler than was good for me.
From Mr. Stratton's Delicatessen.
Yes, indeed.
Pam, do you remember Baby Juba from back then?
I remember probably when he said brown baby, that made my head explode because then suddenly I did. But mostly because I was doing the sets. I was there when the kids weren't. So building and painting and getting things done like that. But Yeah, boy.
Well, you know, we did happen to catch a couple of photographs of the two of you from back then. There's one with you. I think y'all were doing a production called the Pam DeLorean, maybe is what it was. And we got this picture of you and baby Juba. And then y'all did a remake years later, and here's a picture from the remake.
Oh, yeah, the beard does it. It just offsets the ears.
I think we did that for scale.
Oh, it's so great to have you here, Pam. You know, I think I've known you since 2001. When I performed at my first QCC at NQAF, which was, I think it was Intercourse that Thea Hillman produced. And since then, I've been performing at National Queer Arts Festivals like since, and being just hugely supported by you, like so many other artists have been supported by you over these years. And you know, Pam, you've been with QCC since 1992, before it even formed. It formed in 1994, and you've been a part of QCC since 1992. How does that even work? Well, Pam has this superpower of like transcending time and space. She could be in many times at many places at the same time. Many of us who have performed at or have attended a National Queer Arts Festival can attest to that, because every single event we go to, there has been Pam. And well, we know there's 3 other events going on at the same time, but everybody there. She's in a zoot suit at that event.
And in the mud cloth kente, hair down. Yes, yeah. Like, you know, kind of thing at the other one.
Yeah, like I'll be like, oh, I saw Pam Peniston last night. No, I saw Pam Peniston last night. I was at this event. No, I was at this. So, you know, Pam's gonna talk a little bit about how she does all that, how she's
it's a warp in the space, in the queer art space-time continuum.
Yeah, you have tapped this, and we're trying to figure this out. So so you know, Pam's superpower, Pam has many superpowers. Pam stepped down as artistic director of QCC in 2020, and now in this very bittersweet moment is retiring from the QCC board. And so, you know, we want to hear about your journey. We want to hear about how did it all begin, how things changed in the Bay Area's art scene for the past, like in 30 years since you've helped found QCC.
Yeah, well, back in the day when cell phones were only used for phone calls, I got this rude ass phone call from Jeff Jones, who I didn't even know at the time and is now one of my dearest friends. And he told me I had to contact Roberta Actonbird's office and get her to appoint me to the Cultural Affairs Task Force. This task force eventually ballooned up to 54 members. So you can imagine how easy it was to get anything done. But before, it happened because there was a spectacular failure of Festival 2000, which was supposed to be artists of color programming. And it ran out of money in the end of week 1. And also the release of the Jeff Jones report, which showed the intense funding iniquities in San Francisco. Organizations of color, women-led, queer, and the disabled community made up of maybe 10% of the funding that went to artists from the city. And there were no grant possibilities for individual artists this way either. So we got into this thing and had a contentious battle that went on for more than a year. But we all prevailed. And the cultural equity initiatives were developed by the SFAC and a group of us. And it invested money into small and mid-sized queer, people of color, women-led, and disabled people community organizations that were deeply rooted in these communities, not just we got our token on board. So it also set up a funding stream and a proposal strictly for individual artists. And selfishly a little bit, it created a stable funding for the 4 existing cultural centers, Bayview Opera House, Mission Cultural Center, Center for African and African American Arts, which is now AACC, and SOMARTS. And it also provided for the creation of 3 virtual centers, because we didn't have a building, and that was Asian Pacific Islander Cultural Center, Native American Cultural Center, and QCC. So now there were cultural centers and small and mid-sized arts organizations in these communities who were able now to commission artists, plus artists who got a grant were able to go to those organizations and say, hey, let's get some money together and do this program. And they did. And it was really a blossoming of work. And right after that all happened, we created QCC. And we represented as many disciplines and ethnicities on our board as we assembled as we could. Also saying in our bylaws, by the way, that people of color would always be in the majority. And because we were musicians and photographers and designers and visual artists and filmmakers and grant writers and academics, we had all worked with tons of different companies in our everyday artwork. So this gave us access to a large number of queer artists and collaborators to work with.
Wow, so you've worked with so many artists over the years, so many artists. And can you just talk briefly about like what your relationship has been with the artists? Like what's that? Because you, as the artistic director, you've had close contact and mentorship with artists, yeah?
Yeah, it's really the thing that kept me glued to QCC, was watching the evolution of opportunities and careers for especially emerging young artists. Seeing them get their feet on the ground, understand more about what they needed to get on stage, and the mentorship that the staff provided. I have to say, I have a little treasure box in my studio that contains all of the emails, letters, and cards that I have received over the years thanking me and QCC for our work. And it's really touching to me, and that's the thing that has always propelled me forward.
That's something that's what's what makes it's interesting for me to ask, like around that, like just given your context for all of these artists, and all of your experience, like what kind of, say, like words of wisdom might you have for people trying to make it as an artist today, and particularly I would say so just because of the issues that we're dealing with around the pandemic. And concurrently, the activism and the social context of what's been happening that's affecting what artists have been dealing with as well.
Yeah, QCC has always been about the framing of arts and, of course, of social justice. And I think for artists today, it's learning as much as you possibly can, not just about your own art form, but the technology used to present it, whether it's on stage or in Zoom. But it's really going to help you because unprecedented times have become really precedented these days. So, you know, and I don't want anyone, no artist should think of another artist as competition. it's surround yourself with artists and collaborators who share your vision. Even if they don't work the same way, you can often learn things from one another that just enhances your whole program and art form. So, and I'd say last, keep yourself open. Listen and hear about what people are saying about issues and ideas and activism and art. Anything can lead you to a new story. And story, no matter how it's portrayed and in what medium, is at the center of all of this. And artists are at the center of story.
Yeah, thank you. I love it. I love it. Yes. I wish we had so much more time to chat with you, but I'm going to need to wrap us up with one more question. What is next for Pam Peniston?
Oh, Lord. Well, if I want to keep my partner, and I do, I have to finish cleaning up the basement. I want to work on my photographs and photography. And, I want to play a couple albums and make things happen. So I'm very excited. I've got a bunch of projects in the works, some family ones and some QCC ones that are a little on the down low. But I'm very excited about things coming ahead.
That's cool. That should not be a problem given all of the pocket universes that you have been utilizing over the years to make sure that you're all of those places.
It's larger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Well, I'm so, even though, like I said, it's bittersweet, we're so sad to see you exiting QCC, but also so excited for you to get to just live your life in the way that you get to focus on you and stay in the one universe in space and time at this moment. So, get to, hopefully there's an abundance of energy there for you. And thank you so much for doing this with us and having this conversation.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you, boys. Thank you all.
Pam Peniston, everybody.
Yo, that was awesome. I am so glad that we got to do this. This has been amazing. All right, y'all. So that was just a little bit of a taste of Live and Queer, and the show is going to premiere in early 2022, and we don't know exactly when yet, but make sure you subscribe.
Yes, and like the kids say on YouTube, don't forget to smash that like button and be sure to share this video on social media.
Smash it. And we'll be announcing details for upcoming episodes of Live and Queer on social media, so be sure to follow us there, and the links will be posted down in the comments.
Okay, and before we close, we just want to send a few thank yous to folks in orgs who have made tonight possible. So thank you, Cal Humanities, Fresh Meat Productions, Krista Smith, Pasito Rudder, Gwen Park, Natalia Vigil, QCC staff and board, and all of you out there.
All of y'all. All right. So thank y'all for joining us, and let's all get back to the holiday party, y'all. Peace.
All right, thanks, Juba. Bye, everybody.
That was so beautiful. I enjoyed that so much. Thank you so much, Storm, Juba, and of course, Pam Peniston, the legendary, the icon. Just getting to hear that conversation. And I just, I could listen to that all day, every day. So I'm super excited for this new project of QCC. I hope you are too. And can I just can we just get some props for those little vignettes that they had with that little sad music going on? That was hilarious and also very shady. So well done, QCC. That show looks like a lot of fun. Well, we are coming to the end of our QCC Holiday Soiree. But in a few minutes, we will actually get to dance. So don't go anywhere with DJ NOSILENCE. Let me tell you a little bit about him, actually. Artist Freddie Lambright III, aka DJ No Silence, is an interdisciplinary visual-based Black artist. Freddie was born March 1st of 1995 right here in Oakland, California. He's a trained illustrator focusing currently on biological illustrations, working primarily in traditional dry media. Snakes, reptiles, and amphibians are frequent specimens illustrated. Freddie also creates mixed media illustrations, public murals, graphic design work, music production, and most recently, mixing music and DJing. He currently hosts his monthly radio show, The Groove Allegiance, at Lower Grand Radio in Oakland, California. But before we get to the music, we do want to do a few thank yous. So thank you so much to all of the awesome artists we heard from tonight, including DJ La Femme Papi, Mason J, Mayan Chinchilla, Mandela Msanii, Baruch, Porras, Hernandez, Pam Peniston, Juba Kalamka, and StormMiguel Florez. Follow them all online, and please, please, please check them out. We'll put those links in the chat. We also want to thank everyone who makes all of this work possible every day of the year. The incredible staff, visionary board, generous funders, amazing artists, and especially all of you. Let tonight serve as a reminder that we are part of an amazing, strong, and vibrant community. Also, be sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date with us and to find out when Live and Queer goes live. Links in the chat. Oh, and don't forget to tag us in your posts about tonight so we can all see how fabulous it was, so you can share that with your friends and share all the queer holiday joy. Lastly, we want to know about your visions and hopes for the future. So don't forget to click on those links and fill out that survey. And or if you don't want to do that, that's too much trouble, you can just put it in the chat. All right, well, that's enough of that. Let's get to dancing, y'all. And please give it up for DJ Silence. DJ Silence, where you at? I see you. Okay, love you. You ready? 1 second. All right, we're waiting to get our holiday jig on. So we're gonna dance to some music. We're gonna flip our hair. We're gonna put our bells on and ring in the new year with DJ No Silence. Hit it, DJ.
Freddie, mute your phone.